All right, guys, how's it going? It's been a while since I released a video. As some of you may know that have been longtime subscribers, we had a baby back in December, and between having a 5-year-old, a newborn, and two dogs, it's been almost impossible to get quiet to record videos in this house. So, as you can see here, I changed out a microphone. It's a pain having it in the shop, but at least it's not supposed to pick up as much background noise, so we'll try to get started here recording more videos more frequently. But, anyways, I just wanted to answer a question that came up. I was in a Facebook group, and an individual who was probably about in his 50s asked a question. He was stopping working and he was going to roll his money, his retirement money, over. And he was asking a question on how he should invest it. And seeing some of the comments in the Facebook group, it was just horrible advice. Somebody said invested in crypto. Yeah, I'm going to invest my retirement savings in cryptocurrency. I'm not saying that's a bad investment. And if you want to invest a small portion of your money in something like that, but it is an unproven investment and it's very volatile. So, you definitely don't want to invest all of your retirement life savings in cryptocurrency. I'm sorry. So that leads to, what should you invest your retirement rollover money in? Realistically, there's a lot of options, right? And for most people, low cost index funds are the way to go. Something like, and we've talked about this before, but something like a Vanguard S&P 500 index fund. You can also mix in a bond fund and mix in something like VNQ, the real estate ETF, and an international fund, probably also from Vanguard with minimal fees. And you can tinker around the percentage mix in those based on your preferences, your age, and your investment goals. But that gives you a really good diversified portfolio that's not concentrated in just U.S. stocks or just international stocks or only in bonds. It gives you bond coverage, it gives you some real estate coverage, it gives you U.S. stock coverage as well as international coverage. So that's a good place to start. Talk to your financial advisor who can review your personal situation and determine what percentages work best for you. Another option that's a little bit more, a little easier to set up is if you look into something like a total world stock market index fund. From Vanguard has one. All the big fund places, ETF fund places have them. But a total world fund will provide you investments through it. Basically combines a US focused fund with an international focused fund. It gives you a kind of an all-in-one scenario, and then you can put, say a 60% in that, 40% in a bond fund, or you know 40% in the total world fund, a certain percentage in the bond fund, and then do a smaller percentage in a real estate fund. And you can mess around with it like that. The key here is you're diversified across a wide swath of stocks that are not focused in any one country, any one industry, uh, anything like that. And it's not cryptocurrency. But being serious here, and then this leads to another kind of thing that we should talk about, right? Don't get your advice from the internet. Don't believe everything I say. Don't believe everything any other, even more well-known YouTuber, or don't go to Facebook groups for your investment advice. You can ask questions there. You can ask questions in YouTube comments. You can watch my videos or anybody else's videos. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to make the ultimate decision on what makes sense for you. You should only take the advice with a grain of salt, because you don't know, if this person is messing with you. You don't know if the qualifications the person has. You don't even know if they invest in what they're recommending to you. So at the end of the day, you got to be your own advocate. You should talk with financial professionals that can review your end-to-end situation, and you also should do your own research. Even if you talk to a financial advisor, because a lot of those guys are feeding you a line of BS as well. So again, be your own advocate, do your own research, ask questions, and then, when you get answers to those questions, research what they're recommending and see, what is on the internet. Does it confirm what they're recommending? Does it not? And also look at the history of those type of investments, right? The S&P 500, you can go back and look at how well that's done over the period of years. You can look at how ETF funds have performed in the lifetime of the fund or over the last 5-10 years. The key is to look for long-term track records, long-term trends, funds that have survived and went through multiple cycles of, prosperity in the overall market to down periods in the overall market and anything in between. And yes, history doesn't always guarantee that that's going to happen in the future, but you can look at an overall track record and get a pretty good idea historically. If this is done well in the past couple corrections or recession or things like that, 9 times out of 10, it is going to do well in similar scenarios in the future, unless something's fundamentally changed or it's something that, unheard of, that we have never witnessed over the life of the stock market. And that's highly unlikely. But at the end of the day, I hope you guys are doing well. If you are not a subscriber, make sure you hit subscribe. If you have any questions, make sure you ask those in the comments below. I look forward to getting back, making more videos, and sharing more information with you guys. And I enjoy the discussions you guys and the questions that you guys have with me. It is exciting. It's something that I love to do, and I hope to do more of that. All right, take care, guys.